Let's make our 2023 vision boards for the year. So I thought we could sit down together and create our 2023 vision boards and talk about our goals and just what we hope to see for ourselves in the new year. And I actually did this for the first time, like taking it seriously for the first time at the start of 2022. And I really enjoyed it because I was able to see my goals, see the things that I wish for myself, and then see them being executed and happening in my life. So some things I think of whenever I'm thinking of creating my vision board are, what are some goals that I want to hit? Either they're things that I want to do or things that I want to see in my life more, or things like that. I don't like to set goals as in like I'm gonna go to the gym 5 times a week. Like that is too much pressure and not attainable for me. So it's I'm gonna go to the gym more, or once a week, or once a month. If I go to the gym once a month, then that's okay. And taking those small steps and not necessarily like putting a number to it, but just like I want to try to do this more and having less pressure on myself. At least for me, I feel like the past 2 years has helped a lot. And maybe that's something that could help you too. It's like being gentle with yourself. And that's kind of how I practice my self-care, is being gentle with myself. So let's dive in to what I want to add to my vision board for this year. Okay, so let's screen record on the iPad. That's what I'm using to do all of this. Okay, so let's check out the one that I made last year. Okay, so this is my board from last year. Again, I feel like I did a pretty good job about bringing some of these things into my life more. Yeah, so it's just good to like look back and reflect. Obviously, like a lot of this stuff I'm gonna bring with me into 2023. We're just gonna add a little bit more to it though. Now we can start getting specific. Let's create a new one. So on Canva, you can pick the size of the template that you want to use. So I know a lot of people like to make it their background screen and stuff like that, or I'd rather have it horizontal rather than vertical for like a mobile, because I'll put this on my laptop. Again, just a template just to like kind of have, or like a color scheme or anything like that, but we'll totally change it if we want to. And you can always just get a file that's the size that you want it to be and do it that way. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and edit this template and add things that I want to see on my vision board. And I use Canva Pro, so I am basically just gonna pull all the images from Canva. If you go to Elements and then search, there's a photos section. So you can take various photos that they have. So for instance, or one of the visions that I want to have on my board is possibly buying a townhome in 2023. So I can search townhome in Elements and then go to photos and then add what I see for myself. Make this cute and how I want it, and then we'll talk about it and share our goals for 2023. I ended up just working in Canva to get my collage the way I wanted it. So this is what it looks like. I love it so much. It is very similar to the one I did last year, but I think it's still fitting for the new year. Okay, so let's go through some of the bigger pictures that I have on here that are like the big, important, main goals that I'm trying to set for the year. So in the top corner, we have a wetland. So I work in wetlands, and last year I did a wetland delineation course. And what I want to do career-wise is to work in wetlands and do conservation work. So that's what that represents. And then in the middle at the top, we have a townhome. So again, that would be something that I really hope for me and my partner for 2023. And then I have a bunch of disc golf stuff on here because I am not super great at disc golf, but I've been playing for almost 10 years. I enjoy it a lot. It gets me outside. It's something we can do with our dog. So I want to continue prioritizing going out and playing disc golf. the middle section now, we have a bunch of food. So that is pescatarian food. So I am trying to not eat meat, but still eat fish. And then just eating like more plant-based food items and eating healthier. So that's what that is showing. I also would really like to find my sense of style with the work that I do, like field work or field technician stuff. You don't really have to like dress up for work. I'm always just like wearing hiking clothes and just I'm outside all the time. So I would like to prioritize like having a better sense of style outside of work. And then on the right hand side, we have a little crafting picture. So me and my sister like to craft, and I have a Cricut, and I want to get more into creating things on Cricut. I usually make a lot of like Christmas cards or Christmas tags and things like that. So I really enjoy that. So I want to keep doing that. And then in the bottom, we have a picture of Mexico. Me and Preston really want to vacation in Mexico. We were supposed to go this year, but things happened and we weren't able to. And then also prioritizing my fitness journey. So just continuing going to the gym this year, like 2022. I think there were a couple of weeks that we didn't go to the gym, like my partner and I. But for the most part, I think every week we went to the gym at least once, which is really good. And then I put a picture of Colorado for me and my career field. For some reason, it's just really hard for me to like make it into any other state. But I feel like in Colorado, I have really good chances of getting a job. So if I really want to stay in my career field, I think we have to go back to Colorado. So manifesting that I can get a job in Colorado and go back to Colorado. And then some of the smaller things on here, we have a soccer ball. Since fall of 2021, I've been playing soccer more and I really enjoy it. It's funny, like I used to play soccer like throughout my whole life, and in high school, like I thought that's what I was gonna do in college and everything like that. And in undergrad and in grad school, I always just missed it. I missed playing soccer with other people, and yeah, getting back into it as an adult has been difficult, just like understanding that your body doesn't function the same way that it did when you were 16. But yeah, I'm excited to continue on with our soccer journey. And then I have a bike. Me and Preston like to bike, and I want to bike more. Right now where we live, it's not super bike friendly, but just kind of making that a priority for myself. I also have a picture of Vegas. I really want to go to Vegas at some point. I think it would be fun either with my family or my girlfriends or something like that. Then I have like a food prep picture or little graphic. Again, with prioritizing eating healthier, I want to prioritize making food at home, which this year I got a lot better at. I think the Instapot helps. Having a tool that kind of does a lot of the work for you definitely helps. And then some other things on here, I have some quotes. So we have one that says, "We're all doing big things, just taking different sized steps." This really speaks to me because I know a lot of people in my field and just other people who I know who are the same age as me, who are further along in their careers. And it can just be a little bit discouraging because biology and conservation work, it just takes a little bit slower unless you have like a really good in with someone, or you just know somebody who can get you a really good job like right off the bat. So it's okay if you're not at the same step as everybody else. And then we have this other one that says, "Stop worrying how it's going to happen and start believing it will." This is another problem that I have, is that like sometimes the process of getting somewhere, like the process of buying a house, that seems really scary, or buying a townhome, that seems really scary, and that is very discouraging for me. Just thinking about like you need insurance and you need to have a realtor, and you know the market is crazy right now. So just not thinking about those things at the front of your mind, and just understanding that like I'm gonna buy a townhome and however it takes to get there, whatever that process looks like, that's okay, because in the end, that's how it's gonna be. Believing that it will happen. This other one that says, be the person that makes others feel included. Assessing you and how you speak to others and how you work with others and how you prioritize other people. It's just something that I want to work on, and making other people feel included. This is my 2023 vision board. I am super excited to see what happens. Oh, I didn't put YouTube on here. I'll make one little correction, and I will add a little YouTube logo because I really want to pursue YouTube. Obviously, it's a hobby right now. I'm excited to see what I can do with YouTube and just creating content for other people and to share my experiences with other people. That's what it's all about. I'm not looking to make it into a career, but I just want to make cool videos for people. I think it's awesome. I think it's a skill that people in my field don't really have. So this is what my vision board is looking like. What are some things that you guys are putting on your vision board? Any goals that you are trying to hit? Did you guys make a vision board last year? In July, I went back to my vision board and was just like, okay, what did we already hit off? Like, what did we do? And I feel like the first half of the year, I was knocking it out of the park. I was doing so good, hitting things off my goals, my checklist, my vision board. And so it's really nice to reflect and like just see how at the beginning of the year, how your mindset was. What were you prioritizing? Has it changed? Is there a shift that you need to make or anything like that? It's just good to have that to reflect on.